What's going on, everybody, and welcome to episode 33 of the Hit Stick Podcast. It is crazy we have this many episodes already, but we've been slacking a little bit, I think, getting some of these out. So we'll bring one to you guys. We figured everyone's sitting around waiting for this late night game to get going, so why not talk a little XCFL football, a little draft prospects, kind of break down some of the Week 5 games, look ahead towards the rest of the season, a little mini playoff preview. I mean, really, whatever we want to get into. Some hot takes from Regan, maybe.
Oh yeah.
But we'll kind of break into that. We'll pull my stream up and we'll kind of go through some stuff. So Reeves, go ahead and switch over to my stream if you want to. How are you doing tonight, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I went back to the doctor
Yeah.
today because I kind of relapsed. I took 10 full days of antibiotics, and my body still said, "Nah, dude, we're still gonna be sick. I'm not cool with this whole like getting better thing." So I went back. They gave me a steroid and some more antibiotics. So your boy is on the road to recovery, one day at a time. AIDS is tough, man. I'm telling you.
Oh God. Well, I hope you're recovering from your 34-3 loss that took place in Week 5, which happens to be the
Ooh,
first game on the top. We're not going to look at the box score.
no,
Nothing needs
no,
to
no.
be said.
No, Lamar had like 50 yards passing. Yeah, no, we don't. We don't want to talk
It,
about it.
it it happens though when you get familiar with somebody, and if you and Tasha played each other numerous times and in the
Yeah.
playoffs. I mean, I went through it with him last cycle, and it just sometimes you get the best of him, sometimes he gets the best of you, and sometimes it gets ugly. So,
Yeah, and
big
sometimes you need your guys to make plays. Like you know what
yes,
you need to do, and sometimes you just slam your head against the brick wall over and over and over trying to make those plays. And you sometimes his players come up with it, sometimes yours do. And I mean, Luke Kuechly had a huge play in our game. I mean, he absolutely ended Lamar. I mean, Lamar just like ran up the middle because I ran on a bootleg, and I thought I had a lane at first, but Kuechly just came flying up and absolutely railed him. I didn't even try to juke or anything. He fumbled immediately, and they picked it up, and that made it 14-0, and it was all downhill from there.
me and you just talked about that off the air. That was a good trade for both of them.
Yeah, it was.
Tosh gets an older stud who's got a couple, 3-4 good years left in him. Brent gets the younger, running back that'll probably get the X factor soon, and Nick Chubb. So I mean, that's a good trade for both. They both had other players at that position and had both can move them. Very fortunate.
Yeah, and I know
Well,
Tosh is trying to win a Super Bowl this year because his cap
yeah,
situation gets pretty rough.
gets crazy. Yeah, he's got a good shot at it. Let's move. We got a little NFC North showdown. The NFC North has been crazy this year. Pride on his hotel Wi-Fi gets the best of Aries 24-21.
He's pulling the
I
Brent
mean,
maneuver.
yeah, Corey Grant steps in for the hurt Aaron Jones and goes 17 carries, 130 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
I mean, he's a speedster. That's exactly what he does.
James White, anyone?
Yeah, and 4 catches for 14 yards. I mean, it's just, I mean, if that turns into a nasty 1-2 punch, we better all watch out. Um, Scrolling down, I don't know if you heard about the ending of do you hear the ending of that Giants Chiefs?
I did not know.
So Sean was kicking a game-winning field goal. Irby blocked it and ran it back at the buzzer for their
Oh
win.
no. What
Yeah,
a game.
yeah, I don't know how Brackett didn't have that on. Oh, that's top plays. Probably for this week. That's probably what the top play will be. Um,
Bro,
but
that's wild. That's like a classic.
Mahomes
Man,
is
if Sean doesn't quit after that, I mean, we'll never
dude.
lose him. He's going to stick around forever.
Mahomes Mahomes has been balling though. He's
Wow.
kind of limited the interceptions. 363, 4 touchdowns, only 1 pick.
Wow.
Um,
Usually those
but
interception touchdowns are kind of flipped.
yeah, and to force 4 interceptions yourself,
Yep,
on Goff, and to still not come away with the win, it's devastating. But
that is.
Hardman gets off 4 catches, 3 touchdowns. I mean, that's got to be disappointing, especially when you're still looking for that first win of the season. But the G-men get theirs. So when we move over, we see Mr. Grizz after taking a beat down from the Colts the previous week. I think it was 50-6.
The
Bounces
old
back and
JMO Grizz rivalry.
yeah, yep. And he takes down another division rival. He takes down the Titans. And Hammer's been playing pretty good, but look at Hudson Wheeler after throwing a bunch of picks,
Wow.
fumbling all over against JMO. He bounces back with 330 and 5 touchdowns. Um,
158.3 perfect passer rating.
yeah, he was balling. Johnny Smith with 10 catches makes me think he might have had a little superstar goal there or something for
Something.
Hammer. I don't know.
Yeah, you wonder.
But DJ Shark picking up where he left off like last cycle.
Wow.
9 catches, 123, and 3 scores. Let's kind of scroll through some of these, find some of the big ones. Pittsburgh, Chicago. I know Riot went off with Tariq Cohen, got him his little X factor. Him and my guy both got the same one. So 200 yards and 4 touchdowns for Tariq Cohen. I don't know if Riot knew he only had to get one of that, either 200 yards or 4 touchdowns. But he just went ahead and did both. So
The Steelers have
250
offense
yards
for
and four
days,
touchdowns.
but like, will they ever
Yeah,
play defense? I'm not sure they
defensively,
even have a defense.
it's tough, especially in your guys' division. You have to bring some kind of defense to the table when you're playing you or Tosh, and even I mean, dude, Hawkeye is no one to sleep on.
Not at all.
I was impressed. His first game he comes in against Tosh and probably should have won the game, but I don't know I think he'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, he was stuck with kind of a
Especially
trash
that,
roster. I mean, like his defense is
yeah,
a
oh
little
yeah.
rough. Like, I mean,
Well,
against me, his team just wasn't making plays. My guys were just could pretty much do whatever they wanted, and if your
well,
defense doesn't make plays, there's nothing you can do.
and Dalton Decker did not dev. His rookie season was terrible. I mean, he misses out on a big year of dev with him. No fault to himself, but I don't know.
Do you know how old Dalton Decker was to start the year? Was he a 21-year-old or a 2?
I believe 20. I think he was 22.
Okay.
Because that was the only knock on him, if I remember correctly.
Gotcha.
Chad takes down Blackpaw. Chad's been struggling this year, but he takes down Blackpaw 35-30 in a shootout. Jack takes care of Brackett 27-16. I know Brackett hit both his development goals, so he was pretty excited about that.
Right
Nick Z, who has been rolling, struggled and lost to the defending Super Bowl champion Jets. And then Mr. VBD welcomes Herc to the XCFL with a 41-6 win.
Well, from what I hear, Herc is here. I don't know where he was before, but he's here now.
I don't know if you've seen Philip Rivers' stats on the year. I'm going to go over there and pull them up. But Barkley had another big one, 227 and 4 touchdowns.
Oh, God.
But Rivers on the year has been. And then me and NWS had a shootout into overtime. And I let myself in overtime. First off, in the fourth quarter, I forgot to turn off 2 o'clock when I had a chance to go down a kid game-winning field goal. So I had a minute 50, which turned into a quick 3 and out, and I took all the time off the clock. And
wow.
It was ugly. It was a terrible coaching mistake. Then in overtime, I got the ball, and I had 201 yards with Coleman. I had to have 200 yards. Well, on first down, I got a loss of 2 and went to 199.
Oh, no.
And I was like, well, shit. So I said, well, now I have to run the ball on second down. So I ran it, got myself into I got 1 yard back. So I had 200 yards and got stuck at a third and 9 and ended up not getting, had to punt it away, which I normally would have thrown the ball. And he drove down the field and kicked the field goal. My freaking DB didn't react. Well, reacted, but didn't react,
Yeah.
But NWS, he played well. Billy the Kid had a good game. Miller, Tosh said it in chat. NWS doesn't care what the defense is doing. He just throws it. And it is funny.
That's a good game
triple
for
coverage.
It. Madden 20 is a good game for that play style.
Irv Smith had a big game. He's kind of a little mismatch at tight end for sure. Let's go ahead and pull up 74 of 94, 12 touchdowns, 1 interception for Philip Rivers, completing 78% of his passes.
Wow.
With 150.6 quarterback rating. He's only thrown 94 passes. He's doing exactly what he needs to. But I guess when Barkley's almost got 1,000 yards in week 5 and 11 touchdowns, what else? What do you don't really need much out of Philip Rivers. I don't know.
Yeah, you just needs to throw enough to get you to that 30% mark, and then just run the other 70% with Barkley, and you're set.
But we'll pull up league leaders here, just kind of cruise through them. I mean, you can see quarterbacks, Billy Overbay leading league in yards and touchdowns by 1 touchdown. He's chucking the ball over the field. He's got a lot of weapons out there, like we talked about. All those white guys he's throwing to.
Yeah.
And then right behind him, we talked about earlier, Mahomes, 13 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. That has got to be the best touchdown-interception ratio Sean has ever had.
Well, Overbay also doesn't have – he's missing his prototypical number one receiver in Adam Thielen. So, I mean, whenever he gets Thielen back, he might be even better than he is now.
Yeah, he gets Thielen back this next week. That was week 5, so not bad. Darnold continues his good cycle, 13 touchdowns, 4 picks, completing almost 70%. Dax balling, Garoppolo 13 touchdowns, only 3 picks. Dalton Decker, lots of yards, but 8 interceptions, and same with, Josh Allen, 9 and 9. The key, man, don't turn the ball over in this league, which is a lot easier said than done, but,
Yeah, that's true.
Lamar, 10 and 4. Baker, 8 touchdowns, 7 interceptions for Baker Mayfield. That's wild to see as well.
You wouldn't have guessed it in my game, man. He was real smart with the ball.
Yeah, he's only averaging 220 yards a game, so it must be what's his name?
Go look at those rushing totals again. Go look at the yards. That was like
Oh
the
yeah.
difference between those. There was like a
Yep.
300-yard difference between
He's
Barkley
averaging
and Gurley.
12.4 carry. Chad in chat says Saquon needs to get the lifetime ban. Not fair.
Lifetime
Pride
ban.
Pride says Overbay sucks. JMO says we both should have had him chatty. Dead ass JMO says Chad. But I mean, and then look at Boone, second in rushing with Todd Gurley. Bryce Love killing it. Tevin Coleman had that big game. He's up there. Zeke. I mean, it's running. It's the way to win. You physically I think they really toned fumbles down, which makes it even more effective. Running.
Yeah, the hit stick
I
isn't
don't
as
know.
powerful. I mean, yeah, no, running
Yeah,
is
so it's less. Yeah, it's less of a you're not going to throw a pick obviously when you're running the football. So
now just for kicks and
I don't
giggles. Go
know.
back to that rushing leader uh,
Yep.
thing. I want to
What do you
see.
want?
So does offensive line matter? Let's go through. I'm curious. Like Barkley, I know he has a good
Yeah.
line. Gurley has kind of a
No.
you
I
know,
don't know. Barkley traded his offensive line away to the Chargers.
but doesn't he have? I thought he had like depth. I don't know. Maybe he's going
I'm
with the
pulling it
offensive
up.
line doesn't matter
He's
now.
got 82, 67, 80, 76, 76.
Okay,
Who's
so
second?
like average.
Boone, 74, 81, 84, 75. Then Trent Williams, 93. Who else was up there? I mean, we can go through mine. I just ran for 250 and I got 73, 76, 69,
Yeah,
73, 77. You can dev offensive line, but my right tackle here, Claiborne, was started at like a 69. He's already up 7 points. He's nice.
what's
If
his
anyone wants him, shoot
What
me
if
up.
anyone wants him? What's his
Yeah,
dev trait?
normal.
Normal? Wow.
Yeah, he's just been getting it's been pretty wild. I don't know. I've never thought offensive line matters too much when you're running the football because you really only need to just squeak. You need to as
Yeah.
long as you're not getting the instant shed, which I feel like pass rush ways. I don't know. It
I don't know,
just.
man. I get instant shed pretty hard. Like I just can't catch a break when I'm running the football. Typically, it's like
But that's if you can dodge the insta shed or make your move on the insta shed, I feel
yeah,
like
like juke
if you
out the
get
insta
past the line of
shed.
scrimmage, yeah,
Yeah,
if you get
you're pretty
past the
much
line of
set.
scrimmage,
Yep.
yeah, I don't know. That's what I've just always thought about Madden. That's part when I say offensive line doesn't matter. I just say I don't think there's a huge difference between having a 90 overall offensive line. He gives you 1.4 seconds, where the other guy gives you 1.2.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes a huge difference, and the value isn't there for me. So I guess I'll
Yeah,
clarify
and
when
you
I
got
say
to pay
offensive
a
line
lot.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, you got to pay a
Exactly.
lot. You
So
got to
that's
invest a
why,
lot to get those
yes,
guys. Yeah, I'd agree.
yes.
And
So
then
I
you
just,
need
I just
five
think
of
you're
them too.
having, yes,
Because if you have
having a
one
star
one weak
DB.
spot, if you just have one weak spot, that guy misses a
Yeah,
block, he's flying through getting your running back. No, I'd agree with
yeah.
that.
That's what I mean. More when the offensive line doesn't matter.
Makes sense.
What I want 99 overall linemen. Yeah, but is the value there? No, in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
And I think I kind of, I definitely am alone on this one, but I kind of think pass rusher is the same way this cycle
Wow.
because pass rush is so. I think pass rush is so good as it is. Obviously, X factors help, but D Ford insta sheds pretty quick, and D Ford is very average.
Are
I
you
don't know.
using him
It's
or are you
yeah, yep.
okay.
I always use my guys. I'm big on the big user, but everyone has different opinions, obviously. But let's go ahead.
I would
We'll
agree
go.
with you there, depending on because I think they really did tune the I think the timing and the user there's a little bit of user skill involved now with pass rushers. Like when you hit A or you don't hit A immediately, it's not just a button mash
Yeah,
battle now. It's more just like
if
you got to
you
time it.
you
You
have
got
to
to wait
wait.
till he kind of
Yeah,
pushes into the blocker, and that's when you hit A or that's when
wait.
you hit
Yeah,
X. Like it's more
wait
about
till you
timing.
engage,
Exactly. Wait.
and if you
Yep.
if you screw up, you have to wait till they re-engage, and
Exactly.
so it just like where I'm gonna guess. Obviously with X Factor, you get through the first.
Yeah.
Usually
Almost every
the
time.
first
Yep.
battle.
The
Yeah,
timing is
but
the timing window is a lot wider, I would imagine.
yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go. We'll pull up the before we get into some hot takes and everything like that. The draft class.
All right.
It's in. I mean, not a quarterback year again. We've
Yeah.
only seen two good quarterbacks. Um,
Ever.
so yeah, and I mean, I don't know, Khalil Shepard. You get the D tackle. It's never fun when it's D tackles and all that kind of stuff. And obviously, we can't see combine now, but off what we see, 6'3", 300 pounds, 22 years old out of USF. Decent stuff. Block shedding B, which is kind of what you look for with the D tackle, I think.
Yeah, but that's
He's a
probably
big
sitting
boy.
about 77. I mean, or
Yeah. Oh yeah.
76. I mean,
Yeah.
still, that's not like. I mean,
We've
he'll
only
probably
seen a
dev if he gets a good X factor, but
Yeah, we've never had a D tackle go first overall. We've had defensive ends, Kevin Bassey,
mhm.
went deep, no, but we've never had a defensive tackle
Yeah,
go
there's no
number one
chance.
overall.
Not with other guys on the
No,
board, man. Like there's too many
no.
guys that would stick out to me. Like my favorite. I mean, you're probably gonna actually. Damn, there's like two
Go
good
ahead.
guys
Let's
here.
talk about him.
There's Ronald Vernon, who's a 6'5" middle linebacker, A hit
Yeah,
power, A minus tackle,
yeah.
and I think he's 21
21,
too. Yep, 21.
21. Yeah.
He's a monster, bro.
Which, yeah, I mean, A minus tackle, A hit power probably puts him up near the 90 spot. Really, maybe
Jack's gonna trade. I don't care if Jack's in the playoffs. This is his year. He's going for Vernon. That's my hot take. Like mark
he
my words.
he Vernon's nice. And we've middle linebackers. You guys know how I feel about middle linebackers. I think they're one of the most important positions on the field.
Yep.
And that's if you are sitting with the number one overall pick and you want the defensive tackle, you can trade way down. You can get down to 10, 11 and probably still come up with the D tackle even later. I think I don't know.
And
We'll
it's
never see a D tackle go that
no,
high.
no chance. No, especially not. I mean, he doesn't even have any A's. Like no.
No, I
It's
thought the receiver. I'm gonna scroll the receiver class. I thought that was
yep.
interesting. I've only scouted two of them,
Kerry
but
Tiller looks absolutely
dude,
like
yeah,
if his combine is above
6'6",
yeah, dude.
yeah,
I mean, he has potential to be a
21.
freak. I mean, I don't think we've ever
I
seen a
just
guy like this in the XCFL since probably your guys,
it's
your 6'6"
yeah, Gordon
monsters.
Todd and
Yeah.
Bishop and Barry Hodges and those guys. It just
Coming out with B
with
plus release. I mean, that's nice.
you just even though with the deep threat archetype, a lot of times though you see these guys get the 4.52 or and
That's true.
he'll be like 90 speed, 91 speed, 87 accelerator, something like that where he has a fast 40 but the 3-cone and those get him, but
Yeah,
he's a
a lot of it is
beast.
going to come on his combine because that's the
You
problem with
you
the
should
deep
draft
threat
a
archetype.
Louisville guy. Pair
Yeah,
him with
with
Lamar, man.
Lamar cheese. Nah, man, like I'm telling
But
you,
that's
if
you're right though. You're
it
right
all
though.
depends on
He's a
that
deep
combine.
threat with where you'd almost want a 6'6" guy that is possession or
Yeah,
whatever else
exactly.
physical, because then he's gonna the spec catch,
Yep.
the catch in traffic, the short
Yeah,
where he's gonna be very average speed but have all the deep route running and
exactly.
that kind of stuff.
And make
But
basically the jump
it's
ball monster. Like
yeah,
if he's in
yep.
traffic, he's definitely hauling it in.
Because then you see the guy above him, Pearson Griffin out of Michigan, the 23-year-old, so he's coming out a little older.
And he's 6'1".
6'1", almost 240. The dude's
Jeez.
a big boy. But A minus catching traffic, A minus release, A minus spec catch. Those are nice traits right out of the box.
Yeah, if you
For
flip those, if you flip that where he was a 6'6" guy that looked like that,
yeah,
and
oh
then the other one,
exactly,
I mean, oh man,
yep.
that'd be a lot nicer in my
Tatum,
opinion.
because then you have another 6'5" physical guy, which I didn't scout them yet. Obviously, I've been looking at quarterbacks. But you get Tatum, 6'5", 218, and 21 years old out of TCU. It's an interesting class. A lot of tall guys. You got Roundtree at 6'3". There was this freak tight end I thought too, vertical threat Michael Hoskins out of LSU.
It reminds me a lot of the class where we had Kelvin Benjamin and Mike Evans. That class.
Yeah,
I think
big boy,
2013, that wide receiver class. That was a pretty nice class.
And Allen Robinson.
Yep, A-Rob.
It was a good one. Marquise Lee. That was a nice class. But this guy, B catching traffic, B spec catch. But he is 24. That's the only knock. He won't go early, but if he puts up a decent combine, I'd be interested to see where he does, because 87, whatever speed he puts up. And a vertical threat, he could be a quick one.
I could definitely see Robert and the Bills taking a flyer on him, man, because Robert's not afraid to pull the trigger on a 24-year-old. I mean, he's taking more. He kind of goes best value available. He doesn't look for age. He doesn't have a certain cutoff. It's like whoever's the best player there, he's going to pick him.
It helps him out because a lot of guys, like in this last one, Grizz reached on that wide receiver that was, way down there. Jack reached on the corner. It leaves all those high overall developed guys like Ahmad or who was it, Ahmad Bates, whoever he got.
Bates, I think,
the detail, and he's high overall. He's good. He's Robert just sits there and he's not getting cute. He's taking whoever the best guy is. And yeah, he posted in chat right on BPA. So
You know it.
um, there's a couple other guys. Caulfield out of Oregon, a hybrid strong safety, 6', 210, 21 years old, A- hit power.
Oregon.
Yeah, maybe a duck. Nice little dreads, little do rag. I feel you, Dion. But 6', 210. If he puts up decent speed, that's Bates is a superstar to have
And I
Robert
like that
Woods.
hit power. That's so important because,
Hit power and pursuit, especially in
yep,
this game. pursuit,
yeah.
you need all the help you can get.
And hit power,
Um,
I find that safeties, especially in the later rounds, they don't have that hit power, man. Like you're only gonna find hit
no.
power in those early round safeties. That A-, you'll never see that in
So
late rounds. You'll see like
no.
76, 75,
Yep.
74.
Let's go over to the quarterbacks. Quarterbacks is a rough class. Salvador
Jeez.
Sanchez out of USC. He's the top dog, it looks like.
Everybody's in the red.
Everybody's in the red. A throw power, A short accuracy, B plus. So not too bad there.
Dude, A
Not
throw
something you're
power in this
jumping out of
class
your.
might be like an 89, 88.
It could be bad. And that's Oliver Higgins at Arizona State. Look at the Pac-12,
Jeez.
Nevada, Brandon. I don't know. It's an interesting class. A plus throw power out of Routledge down here out of Youngstown State.
Jeez.
21 A plus. I don't like when you're one of your top three traits throw under pressure. I don't care about I want to see two accuracies and a throw power
Yeah.
up there, or else I'm not touching you. I don't need to see throw on the run. I don't But I scouted a lot of quarterbacks.
Nick doesn't run. There is no run in for quarterbacks with
no,
Nick.
no, that's why I was trying to tell you guys, dude. I was passing on Overbay. I swear to God, I really was. I would have never used his speed, and it just Overbay turned. He's a stud, and NWS got the +2 throw power, so he's at 94 throw power, which is great. But I would have sat back in the pocket with an 88 speed quarterback and never ran. It would have been a waste for me,
Yeah.
And I just would have felt dumb, especially having Jimmy G and then taking a quarterback that I wouldn't use his full potential. It just
You would have been so non-cheesy, man. Like if you're gonna have a cheesy quarterback, you need some cheese, bro. You just whip out a little bit of cheese.
Van kept saying smokescreen. I was being honest to God. I was gonna take Overbay.
No. One smokescreen is that Van isn't going to the Super Bowl because that's guaranteed, man, hands down.
Van is going to the Super Bowl.
Is Vangela here in Vanjie? Is she here with us?
I don't think Vanjie's in chat. I mean, it's 9. It's 6:00 there. He's probably driving home from.
Maybe
he's listening.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe she signed on and she's just sitting on YouTube.
Yeah, plot twist. She's the one who's actually the one watching our videos.
Yeah. Maybe she's playing the games and Van just tunes in and chats.
Maybe she is.
She's actually just a stud.
Maybe that's the reason he's winning. He's that's the reason he's going to these playoffs and not throwing picks on the goal line.
For all you O-line lovers, we get a lot of offensive linemen with A- lead blocks at tackles. I mean, these guys.
You scouted offensive linemen?
I scouted just the top. When I knew you were doing the show, I did this.
Oh, I was like,
the top guys.
Dude,
yeah,
what?
No, I never. No, nope. The only time during the draft, I just look whoever has bench press reps, and then I draft those guys. I don't care what their traits are.
Yeah, I usually check them after the combine. I will scout some offensive line, but it's usually at post combine.
I gotta get my good guys first. So I usually do all quarterbacks pretty much all the way down and all receivers all the way down. Pride says, of course, the season I don't need O-line. I'm curious, Pride. What's the plan after A-Rod, bud? Is he how old?
A-Rod will never die, bro. He's gonna be there for like 45 years.
Last Madden that was the case, but I don't. And I could have used him 2 more seasons and I cut him off. But what is he?
He's probably like 36, 37 at this point.
He's a 79 overall.
What? Oh my gosh.
They screwed this man. Well, they only started him at 87 or something ridiculous.
Yeah, he straight up dies.
They really screwed Rodgers. He only has 2 of his attributes left. But I mean, he's still Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
He's still
what's his throw power? I was gonna say, what's his accuracy look like?
88 deep, 77 medium, 90 short.
What a weird combination.
Yeah, what medium? How can you throw short and deep, but you can't throw medium?
Yeah, he'll miss like a crosser route, but then he'll hit like a freaking go within an inch. Like what?
Pride says maybe this season, but not this draft class.
I mean, it's
Aggression hit
funny.
hard.
It's
Hey,
ideal.
come get Jimmy G. Come get Jimmy G, baby.
Bro, no joke though. That's ideal for Pride. You remember how Pride was either like deep or short or run? Like he
True.
really is
Yeah.
pretty like either I'm going deep,
But
I'm going
I
short,
think
or I'm running it up on your ass. Like there's no in
I
between.
think Pride and VVD this cycle are built very similar. With the stud running back, he got Aaron Jones that X Fact that first one free early on in the cycle.
Yeah, that
And I
helps.
mean he doesn't. So I mean VVD just scooped whoever he's going to roll Trace McSorley, but then you got Breeze, you got Rivers just literally chilling in free agency.
And I
You
love
know,
Pride got really lucky how here go to Aaron Jones real quick. Pride got really
yeah,
lucky how Aaron Jones capped off right at that nice 90 overall because he does get
yeah,
that extra
got both. Yeah,
ability. Yep,
human joystick and spin cycle.
yep,
The joystick paired with the first one free because that's what
pretty
the
nasty.
Tevin Coleman. Tevin Coleman got the first one free and then has the super juke. So
Wow,
like
yeah, it's nasty,
that's
bro.
I think two of the best ones. But I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens after him because now we're seeing VVD after Brady. I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting finish. Like we all talked about. Once the normal X Factor guys start retiring, what is gonna happen?
Dude,
You know,
low
like it's
key,
gonna be
I should have moved. I should move Hollywood Brown to running back, like with his first one free. I know I can't because it would change all his abilities, but like, man, I
it
wish I
would
could.
change everything.
Because, dude, first one
Because
free is so useless for a wide receiver. Like, it pisses me off.
yeah, unless you're getting which I'm worried that's what Beverly's gonna get. Um, I don't know. I think they just need. Oh, Chad said I finally re-signed Watson. What that deal look like? Let's go check that boy
AIDS,
out. That's gonna be a large one.
which is pure death. Finally, dude, I'm trying to re-sign Lamar right now, and like I just keep going up by
Six
2 million.
6 years, 6 years, 216 million. Chad, I really hope you sent a picture of 6 years, buddy, or else we're dropping that to 5, and that contract will
Oh
suck.
man, that's a
I
good
just had to
point.
do that to two. I had to do that to two of the Detroit Lions guys. He didn't send picture or he offered him 6 years instead of what they asked for, and they didn't. He didn't, so we had to drop him down, and it changes the contract instead of being whatever six. It
Dude,
changes it big time where you're getting
there's no chance Chad took a screenshot. I would almost
no
bet
chance. Yeah,
money. Chad, like hit us up in chat. Like I'm gonna die because that's gonna be five. Oh my gosh, let me do the
that's a
math. That's a 40.
large.
That's over 42, 45,
Yeah,
40,
that won't be.
43 and a
That's
half a year.
that's paying. It's paying attention to detail.
Ooh,
Somebody's got to do it.
hashtag rules.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
I
your
don't know.
very,
Well,
very aware officiating director was definitely aware of that rule. Like, no doubt, whenever
I
I'm signing Lamar,
I
that was the first thing I did was screenshot. No doubt. Yeah,
yeah.
hands
Oh yeah.
down.
Yep.
As I like fly over to
Let's
my
go.
Xbox to screenshot him asking for 6 years.
Right. Oh, so Lamar's asking for 6 too.
Yeah, 6 years.
Oh, that's good. All right, Pete Chad, 0% chance he took a screenshot. Less than zero says Grizz. From third, Pride says it jumps from 36 to 43. Chad still not even sure what you guys are talking about.
Chad's
Look
like,
at
what's going on?
Chad posting the pic in chat.
Did he really?
He, I don't know. That just shows us that you moved it to. Oh yeah, no, it says fair offer. Okay, all right, good stuff, Chad. I feel you, baby.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
much respect to the kid. That's a big deal though, and but Watson has that ability, that escape ability that's just nasty.
It is, yeah. It's pretty critical, and it
Um,
makes because even with Lamar's speed, like really all that matters is that speed boost. Like I think they get about the
yeah,
same speed boost coming out of the pocket. It really doesn't matter if you have 95 speed, 96 speed. It's more like that speed boost is the same, but then as soon as you're up to speed, that's when your speed kicks in, like to 95 or 96 or
yeah.
84 or whatever his is.
All right, let's go division by division.
Oh, quick
I'm
question:
gonna.
Was
Oh yeah,
Overbade, was he a superstar X Factor?
yeah, X Factor,
He was. Wow. Okay. That'll be
which I
interesting to
don't.
see what
We
his
don't.
is and what his abilities are because
Yeah.
pretty soon we're
So
gonna see. Man, we should have. Do we have? Does if anybody's in chat and knows? Do you know if you have any rookies that have actually hit that 500 snap mark? I know I'm like probably 30, 25 snaps
my
short on my
guy,
guys.
my guy hit. He's superstar, but doesn't have an ability yet, obviously.
Oh, gotcha.
My middle linebacker. He finally hit.
That makes sense. Okay.
But let's go division by division here. You tell me who's going to win the division from where we're at right now. So we'll start in your division, AFC.
Browns, move on.
Browns. Yeah, Browns. All right.
I don't want to talk about it.
All right, we'll go through it, and then I'll have you tell me your wild cards. The Colts have a little stranglehold too on the AFC South. Are they going to hang on? 2-3 Texans, 1-4 Titans, 2-3 Jags.
Now that's a record we all expected from Chad. Finally, I don't know, man.
Yes. J-Mo's playing lights out.
Yeah,
man.
I think you got to go.
He's throwing a ton
J-Mo.
of picks. He's Luck's in like second in interceptions, but he's surviving somehow. He did just trade away Darius Leonard, so we got Brown Colts.
Yeah, but Darius
Patriots,
Leonard really is kind of master of none. Like, to me, it was a good trade to get a second and whatever he got for him. Like, for me, he's kind of just one of those weird guys that he looks good on paper, but really he's got nothing there.
Brent's talking trash. Don't worry, Nick. He'll get his misses to every tackle and run over by Chubb attribute soon. Oh boy. Hammer played Grizz's CPU. That's why Grizz's quarterback threw 5 touchdowns. Grizz, you shouldn't have told us that.
That's funny, dude. That is funny. All right, note to self, guys. See, I mean, it was nice of you. It was nice to try. Oh, you know what? Didn't Hammer have that guy that had like 15 catches or something? I bet.
Hammer probably played for the Dev.
Yeah, I bet it was for a Dev trade.
Right?
Yeah. That's funny.
We got the Pats 5-0, Jets 4-1. Then you got the Bills and Dolphins win a piece. Who's coming out? Who's winning this division? Is it the Patriots or the Jets? The Pats already beat the Jets once.
I want to say the Bills, man. I want to say the Bills, but
the Bills are winning the division.
Josh Allen is just I want to so bad, but I know Josh Allen is just he throws too many picks, man. Like if Josh would
he got re-signed to a big deal.
He did. That's true.
35 a year or something.
So guys, the franchise tag idea is kind of out. I tried to talk you guys into it. I tried to say, okay, guys, let's just agree.
Everyone
no one re-sign their quarterbacks. Let's just tag them for like 25 or whatever it is. Nope, it's cool. We'll just sign them for 40. I'm cool with that too. Let's just waste 15 mil. But anyway,
we got a big matchup. Patriots play the Browns this week.
Wow.
Well, it's upcoming week. So
in week 6.
Week 6, yeah. Who do you have? Do you have the Patriots or do you have Josh again?
I think I got the Browns.
No, winning this division.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the game. No, the Browns. Okay, well, I'll answer that question first because that's a good question too. The Browns, because they got Luke Kuechly, and Luke, dude, is a monster against the run. He's going to fill those lanes. That'll be a cool matchup to watch, is Kuechly versus Saquon. But
he does knock some of the
I think it's going to be as tight as it gets. This might be the best division race in the XCFL, with the top 2. Not necessarily where you got all 4 contending for it, but this top 2 is wild. I think that it's going to come down to those individual matchups. Can the Jets find a way to stop Saquon Barkley? I'm not saying the Patriots. If you stop Saquon Barkley, you stop the Patriots. We saw that in the playoffs. My team finally stopped Saquon and he lost. So, I mean, it's a pretty simple formula. If you can stop him, you stop the Patriots.
I think you can pretty much pencil in or, write in, not with a pencil, with a pen. Both of these teams will be in the playoffs every year, I think, the cycle.
No doubt.
You're always going to see 2 from the AFC East. AFC West, you got Doss at 3-1. You got the Chargers and Broncos at 3-2, and then the Chiefs at 0-5. This is a nice 3-way race. A tight race too. Yeah, this kind of similar to last cycle. In the AFC West, pretty competitive. Higgy and Doss, and then now you throw Brackett into the mix.
First off, I want to give Sean a shout out because that is the worst way to lose a game. Like, he should not be 0-5. Yeah. That one hurts.
That sucks.
But oh man, I like the resurgence of Brackett, dude. We talk a lot of mad trash. Like, Brackett's one of those fun guys that loves to dish it and he can take it. I mean,
he's rebounded nicely from the Bosa trade. I think he didn't have to he didn't have to pay him.
That's true, and he's got plenty of space, and he's got a rookie quarterback that frees up even more space.
Well, young quarterback, and then the young running back.
Or not rookie,
duo back there. They're both hurt though, so I don't know how longer they're out, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna say Doss hangs on and wins this one more time. But I think the Broncos and Chargers are coming. Higgy just added Brandon Cooks.
Yeah,
He's trying to build that team he had last cycle.
yeah,
With the speed, and
that's
he's got the
totally.
Tyree Jackson. It's
Yep, the heart, the
it's gonna be.
gunslinger. Yeah, I think
It
I'm
all
going with the
comes
dark horse
down.
pick. I think Broncos pull this one out. It all depends. Again, it's going to come down to those divisional matchups. I think the Broncos have had the upper hand on the Raiders recently, from what I can tell in staff
Higgy.
chat. Because we see the Raiders kind of like,
What could be huge though? What could be huge for Higgy and the Broncos if he continue if Tyree Jackson's overall can stay low enough,
yeah, to where,
you can
oh man,
re-sign him at a decent
for like
contract that
10 mil
doesn't
a
screw
year.
you.
Oh, that would be
Yeah, or what
sleazy, bro. That would be like,
even if it's 20, it's still better than 35,
or
36.
40.
So
Yeah,
you get your 98, 99 or 98 throw power
yeah,
guy.
that's nice.
Grizz says in chat, Raiders just slapped the Broncos.
Oh,
So yeah, but I just think Doss is a veteran. He knows how
yeah,
Higgy plays. He
that's
had him
true.
all last cycle. I think Doss hangs out one more time. But
Yep.
it'll be interesting to see if he can get a good deal. He's got that nasty D line now. Bosa,
He does. I'm telling you, he's
Geno
traded
Atkins,
nicely.
and Graham.
It's
Oh
for a
yeah, he
guy
always
that
does.
it's so funny how Higgy and Robert work together because they team build in
Well, dude, it's
completely
because
polar opposite ways, like
but
completely different.
Higgy, it's like week 11, and Higgy's already blown up trade talks. The deadline hits,
Yeah,
it's over, and he's like, "Hey, in the off season, do you want to move so and so?" And people are
exactly.
like, "Well, I didn't really think about it, but
Yeah.
sure, And
Regression also
he has
hasn't
his four,
hit, but
yeah,
I'll consider it.
he has his four trades ready to go. But we'll move. Grace says, "Give me Higgy in the West." We'll move to the NFC North. So this one usually is competitive. Now it's Pride at 4-1,
Wow,
NWS at three
Riot's
and
taking a
two.
step
Just
back
beat
after two
me.
good years.
Yeah, Riot. Well, Riot's got that quarterback issue.
That's true. That's true.
But you got him and the Lions struggling.
Trubisky, man. Trubisky's going to come back to haunt him. Trubisky played hard for that contract, man. I'm telling you, in those games, like,
Yeah,
you saw
and
Trubisky
now
making plays.
now Trubisky's with the Lions now. He benched
Is he
Stafford
really?
for Trubisky. So
Oh,
yeah.
that's funny. How ironic.
Yeah. So I mean, but I think the Packers run away with this one. I think NWS needs a year. Obviously, going to try to go for Rookie of the Year with Overbay. If he can, he might have. He's got Bosa the rest of the time. Danielle Hunter is a beast still. It's going to be that he made good trades this offseason too, bringing and good signings in free agency because he ditched that Cousins contract and had a ton of money. So he really just has to set himself up for in 4 or 5 years when he just needs to re-sign Overbay. So
See, I'm telling you, this division, this matchup is the gloss versus the sauce, bro. You've got the gloss, the shine with the Vikings. They're brand new. They've got all these shiny wide receivers that are freaking nobodies coming out and balling on them. And then you got the tight end. You got all kinds of weapons for those Vikings. And the Bosa, and of course Hunter. I mean, they got all kinds of players on that
yeah,
defensive side. And then you got the sauce for the Packers that they do the
the
same thing.
sauce.
You know what they're going to do. They're going to slam it down your throat. They're going to hit you with outs. They're going to hit you with short stuff, and they're going to throw one deep on you when you don't expect it. I love it, man.
Yep.
Pride's one of those. It's a great battle. I think that those are going to be primetime matchups, but I would agree with you. I think I think the fundamentals of Pride are going to come out and beat
I just
Overbay and the
wonder.
Vikings.
I wonder. Yeah, NWS gets kind of reckless at times. I just wonder what happens though, because I think Pride hangs on to this division as long as he has Rodgers, and But I think
79
we
overall
see.
Rodgers. That's just
Yeah,
dirty.
but
That's dirty.
we just see something. I don't know if we see something change or if NWS rise just at the perfect time for when the Packers downfall starts, but they probably can just add any quarterback. And then the Lions are a young team. We saw how Aries built starting off, which I don't know if it's paid off yet. Some of those guys overalls are still 5-ish. And then Riot just needs a quarterback bad. But this is not the year for it. So I
This
don't
is
know.
not the year for it. Maybe he
But
trades for one.
I think we still have the Packers in that division. Grizz says, "Give me the Packers." Like what NWS is doing, though. Pride says, "Doomed when Rodgers is done." I don't think so. You played with that Ripkowski or whoever the hell it was last year.
Glenn, the Ripper. The Ripper.
Well, he threw like 42 picks the year
I
before
remember
Pride
him.
got him. It was
Bro,
just he was like
he was
24. He
dead.
was
Yeah, he was already
done
dead.
deving.
Yeah.
It was bad.
The
But by the end of
deadest
he was throwing like
24-year-old
30.
we've ever seen in
Yeah,
the
he was.
XCFL.
He was throwing 36 touchdowns, 11 he
Love
was
it, bro.
balling
Love it.
towards the end of it. Yeah.
And it's so
So
funny
this
because
is
he was one of the most marketable players we had. We called him the
Oh
Ripper.
yeah,
I
dude.
mean, like
It
he
was
was great.
the first quarterback of the cycle that
He
got picked first
was.
overall.
Yep, I remember that.
Everyone wanted him. Good old SJB with the snag.
Yep. Yep.
So let's go NFC South. This has kind of been a 3-horse race all cycle between Nick Z, who's made the playoffs twice. He snuck in as the 60 in the NFC both times. You got Iraq and Brian both at 2-2, a game behind. I think Iraq plays tonight against the Falcons. Which
Yeah,
Dave, I expected a lot out of Dave with the Falcons base roster right off the bat.
I kind of did too.
Because it's built like he had the two stud receivers, like he had last cycle. A fast defense, fast linebackers.
Good pass rush because he had Tack on one side. Yeah.
Yep. But he gets rid of Julio, gets rid of Tack. Tried to trade away Vic Beasley. I think he tried to go rebuild.
Beasley's kind of dead though. Yeah, no, I would agree. Yep, he 100% did that. He went rebuild and he said, okay. He saw the writing on the wall and jumped off ship before I think he could have carried that a little longer. Yeah, I'd agree.
Oh, we got Mr. Hawkeye in the chat. What's up, Josh? This is the good Josh. His name's Josh too.
Oh, really? We have a good. And wait, isn't
Higgy?
Higgy's name's Josh too.
Higgy's Josh too. We got two good Joshes.
Two good Joshes. They finally outnumbered the trash Josh. The Josh. we have two Joshes and a Josh. That's the thing.
So this will be the interesting one then. Who wins the NFC South? Bucks, Saints, Panthers.
I'm gonna go with Nick Z, dude. I think Nick Z actually pulls out. Yeah, I think he pulls out the. I think the Panthers are sliding this year. I don't see Brian having the same fight and fire that he's had in the last few years.
He definitely got bailed out by. Kyler should be out like 6, 7, 8 weeks.
Yeah, he got bailed out by the sim.
DC, yeah. So that saved him. Because then Will Greer's not getting it done.
But then he had the audacity to ask, I kind of got bailed out of a 40-week injury for my quarterback. Can we have that dev trait too? It's like, no screenshot, nothing. Just like, hey, you mind doing this?
And he could have played. So that
exactly.
You didn't want to play this. Yeah,
nope. You could have pulled a hammer and gotten your chance and then gotten beat by Grizz's CPU.
But I think we have the Panthers. I think Panthers win the division.
Really?
I think he just beat the Saints. Yeah, I think he's going to do it. Nick Z is a great player, Super Bowl champion in season whatever it was.
Season whatever it was.
But look at his. Oh, probably just point out in chat too. Look at Nick Z is 3-2, but he's scored 104 points and given up 117.
That's wild.
It's a negative point.
Dude, it's worse with the Saints, bro. They have 67 points and 100 against them.
Yeah, and then Brian's got the best, and then the Falcons down here. I just think Brian, he's getting comfortable with Murray.
Yeah,
Murray had a great game last night.
It's an adjustment.
It's
an adjustment because he just needs basically what he needs with Murray. He just needs a superstar upgrade. Like as soon as he gets that upgrade to superstar, he gets those abilities. He's already 80 overall, so he'll get that first ability. He needs that boost.
We're seeing it with Haskins, even Josh Rosen. The way that Madden made these young quarterbacks in this game, they really screwed.
Yeah, they did.
And then on top of it, Murray got the torn ACL, was out 52 weeks or whatever. So Brent had no shot to even dev him.
So
you
really
miss out on 2 years of dev.
But that's the problem is you've got the old quarterbacks that also die. So it's like midway through the cycle, I think the guys that are going to have the best quarterbacks are going to be the ones. I mean, I'm not saying this because I have Lamar, but basically like Lamar, Baker Mayfield, those young quarterbacks that had high dev already out of the box that could go ahead and get those overalls.
And they had good overalls. I mean, decent overalls
to start with.
Kyler Murray was like he got screwed.
He did, yeah.
And he didn't even he got star dev. Dude was first overall pick, won the Heisman, and was star dev.
And Brent had a good year with him last year too, and he didn't get anything. I mean, it's like that's the thing is quarterbacks don't get that dev upgrade scenario like a wide receiver or running back would. So, it's going to be interesting to see.
We'll go NFC East here. We'll finish up. We got 2 to go. NFC East. Cowboys 6-0. We got the Redskins struggle. The Eagles 1-4. The Giants 1. I think Van runs away with it. The question I want to ask is Jackson. He's 2-3 for now. You're probably getting 2 in from the NFC West between me, Boone, maybe 3. Me, Boone, and Brent. It's gonna be. Then I don't know. You got
Boone's
the
4-0.
Vikes.
What?
Yeah, well, Brent gets a force win this week. So it was 4-1. Brent goes to 4.
Okay,
Yeah, because Brent beat him like
that's
6
wild.
times, but Boone, yeah. But I don't know. So I don't. Does Jack get into the playoffs? He's starting at 2-3. He
Oh,
is
yeah.
actually at 500 for the cycle. A struggle this cycle.
Nah, I'll say he does. I think that
Yeah.
I would agree, and I think the biggest thing for him right now is defense.
Yeah.
He's not used to giving up 95 points in 4 games or 5 games. That's just he's not giving up 20 points a game. That's not the average Jack.
Dude, I scrolled through his linebackers. Baker 91 speed, Sweat 90 speed. It's just nuts. Some of these guys' speeds, dude.
Yeah.
But
This
I
isn't
mean,
the year where speed kills at certain positions, though. It's like it does. It definitely helps.
it helps with it gets you some sacks and stuff. And I mean, I've always thought speeds and length. At least
Length,
speed gets
I'd agree.
if they're gonna catch the ball, at least the fast guy gets to there and makes a tackle.
And I will
That's what I've
admit,
always
this
thought,
year, length matters in run stopping so much more because of the weird
well,
little
yeah, that
like
stupid
angles, the
tackle
stupid,
shit.
and because of how trash
Yeah.
the zigzag is. Like all you got to do is
Yeah.
zigzag near a 6'1" guy, and he's not going to get that tackle. But a 6'5"
Yeah,
guy can reach out.
It's smart because Sherman's been a really solid tackler
Yep.
in the open field
Yep.
at 6'3", so that's true.
Because
And
when he breaks
Witherspoon's
down, he's
6'2".
got way wider of a base. You're not going to
Yeah.
get around him. So I mean, that to me, that's
still
pretty big.
stupid.
It is. It
It's
is
still
stupid.
a stupid system. Dudes right next to him, they don't put. But and then NFC West. So who West? Brent Blackpaw's at 1-4. He's probably not. And then you got well, I don't count as Boone as a contender, but
No, yeah.
that you do.
No, I don't.
Is that so? This Brent's team is ready to go this year.
That's what I'm saying. I'm actually going to pick
messaged me
Brent.
about it yesterday. Yeah, he's got Burns. He added Chubb. It's going to be tough. The past years I get away with a couple mistakes, whatever, just because look at that point differential of me.
No, I think that what's gonna basically do the difference is the saying, train low or train high, race low, or play low.
No,
Okay, well basically I used to run. So running, what you want to do is you want to train in high elevation where it's a lot less oxygen,
gotcha.
and then run at lower elevation so it's a lot more oxygen and you can breathe better. My thing is the Cardinals have been training these last 2 seasons with an absolute trash roster. They've been training on Mount Everest. So as soon as they get a good roster, now that he's got those good players, all of a sudden he's going to be like, it'll be like he's just totally set free. I think that him having those good players, him having Chubb to lean on, him having Cam Newton that doesn't miss passes.
Brent loves to lean on Chubbs
And
for sure.
bro, he's got now that he has a user D lineman, because that was his big thing last cycle, is he had those 2 monster D linemen the whole cycle. His pass rush was unbelievable.
Brent says Madden doesn't matter about elevation.
Yeah, I know. That's true. I wish it did. In kicking, I wish you got a boost at Mile High Stadium. That would be awesome. I won't lie.
Well, so I think this is the year Brown division. I really
agree.
do.
I will go ahead and go with that.
My question, he has Cam Newton at quarterback, which I don't know how much longer Cam has with all the regression, how it hits. But I don't know. Jacoby Brissett's the backup, not a bad situation either.
I think my hot take. I know we got to get to some hot takes because we're running a little long time. But my hot take is the NFC West is the AFC East of the NFC. I think that 2 teams are going to be guaranteed to make the playoffs every year from the NFC West.
Yeah, I think Boone's finishing 4-12.
4-12.
No, I'll give him 7 and 9. The only reason he wins 7 games is they actually try the season or else I'd have him at 4.
It blows my mind that somebody could even get 4-0 with a 57 overall quarterback. I mean, this guy is. But he's also leaning on Gurley. It's basically Gurley. That's what's saving his butt right now.
Grizz is spot on in the chat, because I 100% have experienced every single time show. He says Regan is good for 1. Where the fuck is he going with this each episode? And that is 100%. God. Oh my God. Do you have any? So that's.
I feel like there's an announcer. There's this one announcer that makes me think of that. Is it
I mean,
Who's that one?
take your pick. There's a ton.
Yeah, there is. There's a whole bunch of like stuff on TV like you hear and you're like, what?
I
Okay.
mean, Troy Aikman sucks. Troy Aikman sucks and throws shit out there. I mean,
Yeah.
Booger McFarland's garbage.
All right. That's your. So
I mean,
that's the chat's responsibility. Who is Regan Long in the XCFL? Which announcer am
you
I?
freaking, you're John Gruden
Oof.
when he would just come with random stuff.
Or freaking John Madden. As long as I'm not Madden, I'm happy with that. You know, like because he was like one of those guys that just stated the mad obvious, and you're like, okay, like
So what?
congrats.
So your hot take was what? The
NFC, I don't know.
what was
Basically,
the
two
NF,
teams will
the
make
yeah.
it from the NFC West every single year. Every single year from here on
Yeah,
out.
I think I agree with that. It did just take. Pride said you're Dennis Miller, which I don't know who Dennis Miller
I don't
is.
know. We'll Google him.
Boone just tweeted it. I'm wondering if he's listening. It's probably gonna be. We saw Watson's
Another
contract off
collusion. Is it a
Houston.
collusion tweet or a?
He said we saw Watson contract from Houston, 200 for 6 years. Don't even think about it, Viper. Viper's getting like 10. Dude. Viper, they'll pay him to not play.
Yeah, for real.
I think
He's getting like a minimum deal, bro.
I don't even know if you want to call it a hot take, but I think the NFC Championship game will be the Panthers against the Cardinals, which I think is ironic because traded, and I think the Panthers go to the Super Bowl.
Wow.
So I think you get a Super Bowl.
That is a hot take.
I think you have the Panthers. Yes, I think you have the Panthers in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. So I think we get a first time. VBD's still looking for his first XFL Super Bowl. He's had some great regular seasons, never been able to finish it off. I think the way VBD roster, they're ready to go.
Will Phillip Rivers get that first Super Bowl?
Hawkeye says you're John Madden.
Ouch.
And
Big
then
oof.
Dawson is Madden. And then Brent said no, you're definitely Bill Walton, which Bill Walton for sure.
Bro, Bill Walsh is a Raven. I dig that.
No, Bill Walton, the basketball player who says random shit all in Pac-12. Whoever, dude, I think his co-host is Dave Paschke or whatever his name is. Walton's like, oh, Bill, how Dave, how's your dog? My dog's dead, Bill. Oh, like it's like on the it's just stuff.
Oh my gosh.
I think he thinks because it's midnight on the East Coast, he can say whatever.
Yeah. That's funny.
So who do you have outside of Van? Because we know Van's actually. But
yeah, Van's got to be in the Super Bowl for sure. No, that's a given. He's gonna win it too. So we'll say like the real, and then I'm gonna say like a fake scenario because we know it's real that Van's gonna go there. But
yeah, for sure.
My fake scenario is gonna be the Browns aren't gonna be in the Super Bowl. I think we see J-Mo make a return to greatness.
Whoa!
I'm gonna call J-Mo in the Super Bowl this year. He's trying to capitalize on luck. I think he needs. I really want to see him make a push to get an extra piece before the trade deadline. But he's got a good running back in Hines. He's pretty set, dude. I think he plays some,
So the only time J-Mo's made the Super Bowl was because he blocked Boone's game-winning field or whatever, and then got absolutely stomped on by Boone. I think it was like 35-0. It was bad. And he blocked Boone because Boone thought he had his first Super Bowl appearance. But you think Boone would have a bunch of Super Bowl appearances just how he
right, dude.
But he's never. I think he's missed the playoffs more than he's made it. It's just all because he wants to.
And I'm gonna say Nick Z. I want to see. I think Nick Z
So
gets to the
J-Mo
AFC.
versus Nick.
No, not in the Super Bowl, but in the NFC because we know that we've got clearly the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl and then they're going to beat J-Mo, but I see Nick Z versus the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game.
Okay, that'd be interesting because that means he's got to beat me or Brent or Pride or some good some good competition left to see him run. Brian, he'll have to run through. It could be Iraq. I don't know. Because it's a gauntlet. We have a really well balanced out conferences.
Yep.
I do
And
think the
especially the NFC
AFC.
South, I think it's really hard to come out of
Yeah,
the NFC South because you've got pretty much 3, if not 4.
I
Because Dave can win on any given day. It just depends on what Dave shows up. He's kind of
I
turned
think
into he's turned into the excuse me. He's turned into the NWS of the NFC South.
I think the NFC is stronger top to bottom this year. This cycle. The AFC has a bunch of big dogs.
Yeah, top heavy.
But yeah, because you have the Jets, you have VBD, you have Utah, some good users out there. But I only see I don't see JMO getting through one of those guys, one of the big quote unquote big dogs.
Yeah, and that's part of it.
I think this entire cycle we will only see one of those 4 representing the AFC. That can be right there. I don't think we see a Super Bowl without the Patriots, the Browns, the Ravens, or the Jets. All top 10 seeds. Yeah, no, I don't. I think the Raiders started out in a worse situation than that. The Broncos. Higgy's a Super Bowl champ. I don't know. I mean, it's a long way, but take it. We got a lot of team building to go. But I just don't. I don't know. VBD is set up nicely. Tosh is set up nicely, and he's good. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
I will say my biggest concern, though. I think a big concern for.
Wait, hold on. Brent says AFC is training low, or whatever the opposite that is.
What'd he say? You think you cut out?
He's making fun of your stupid quote. The AFC is training low, or whatever the opposite that is. Can you hear me, guys?
No, you cut through right at the punchline every time.
He said AFC is training low, or whatever the opposite of Regan said is. He's ripping on your stupid
That's
quote.
funny. See, he's no, okay, it's training high, Brent. You train at high elevation with low air. You don't want air. Oh, my internet cut out, so you probably didn't even hear that. It's cool though.
I heard it. You're good.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I think another dark horse, one of my favorite dark horse candidates is actually Higgy, because my biggest thing with JMO is he doesn't really have a major contender in his division. What really helps this year is iron sharpening iron, playing guys that are other contenders, like Higgy having to play Doss twice a year, me having to play Tosh twice a year, Josh having to play VBD twice a year, and vice versa with Josh. You want that competition because competition makes you stronger.
I agree. I've always thought that. That's why I was excited, when Brent took Cardinals right after I took Niners, and then, Boone jumping in there, and then Black Plus put up some pretty good games. Grid says AFC, SB all cycle, NFC sucks.
It's a pretty hot take. Any good hot takes in the chat right now?
I don't know. Go ahead and post your hot takes, guys, if you have anything. Chad, oh boy. Chad says JMO comes in the division for 8 games and completely steals my thunder. We got the real Chad back, man. Chad is done. His cycle is over. If you go look,
JMO's his kryptonite.
Chad's been up there at with one of the best win-loss records and he's just slowly falling behind everybody else. You got Tosh, Van, VBD, Brian, then Chad. He's still ahead of me, but he was at one point. Chad was he only had 4 losses or something ridiculous, and was in first by a couple games.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's mind numbing, but that's what I'm saying. I think the JMO effect could be a thing. I think that the confidence of his players. I think confidence helps when you get those easy wins. JMO is a sleeper. JMO is no doubt a sleeper. He's my pick for the AFC in the Super Bowl.
Hawkeye's hot take was Bengals win ... a game, which I think he did. He did just get his first win.
He won against I think it was
right there.
Was it
1-4? I see him. Yeah,
it was Jared. I don't know if that counts.
I think it was. Yeah, yep, it was. I don't know if that counts either. No. Doss says, "Yeah, I'll see myself out now." I think I disrespected Doss a little bit when I said he wasn't. I do consider Doss a big dog.
Doss is All right. Well,
I
see you later.
consider Doss a big dog. He won the Super Bowl. Oh no, he's never won a Super Bowl, but he's got one of the better records. I think the way the Raiders roster was set up at the start was not something he's used to. No Amari, no Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack's finished in the top 25 almost every year with. No, that's not Brent's or Van's real name. Van's real name is Justin Glenn. He half the time he tweets from that Twitter instead of his Cowboy one. Why is Justin Glenn tweeting XCFL? What did Brent say?
A good question is, before you head out, Doss, are you gonna give us a GG or are you gonna just bounce?
I'm not getting a GG next time I play him. That's
Nope.
for sure. No chance. I don't know. It's
not after he took that.
It's been interesting. It's been an interesting cycle though so far. We got two Super Bowl champs that have won again. We got Tosh getting his second, Josh getting his fourth, tying Brent. Do you think we'll have, last question, do you think we'll have any first time Super Bowl champions this cycle?
Oh yeah, no doubt, bro. Absolutely. That's
who
I think
who would be your top? Doss said eat me.
Eat me. Get a good old fashioned GFY. Gotta love those.
Brent said Doss always runs into his buzzsaw. Chad says, I still haven't lost against the South. Eyes emoji. I don't know. So, I mean, I could see maybe Pride coming up with a one.
Yeah. I mean, he was in the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, he probably should have. He really let us all down. That was devastating.
Yeah, we were sad. We were very sad.
That was the only rule. If you were going to come out of the NFC had to beat Josh.
Bro, he barely. It was. I still don't know how Josh beat me, bro. Like it was some cheese. Lamar decided to just fumble on me. It hurt me. But I will say, first time Super Bowl contenders. I think
Van.
Wait. Oh yeah, of course, dude. Van's got to win it this year, no doubt. That's for sure.
He's never Van's gone to AFC Championship games, but he's never made it to the big game.
And he's winning this year.
Oh no, he lost to Tosh in season 1 of this cycle.
Yeah, he did. Yep. That was the farthest he ever got.
That was his first, yeah.
Yep.
But who else? Could Bracket break through?
Wow. I don't know, dude. I don't think Bracket. No, I'm not gonna say that on Bracket because I don't think he has enough experience in XCFL playoff football. XCFL playoff football is totally different.
The question. Here's your question then.
Yeah.
Chad.
Nope.
No
chance,
Chad.
bro. He's been one and done every time he's played.
What about who was my other one?
And it's not against wild users either. It's like Chad just getting a totally winnable game, and he's just like.
Well, nah. It's like what you said though. It's what you said. XCFL playoff football is different. You can beat someone in the regular season, but when the playoffs start, everything changes.
Yeah.
The game,
it's training. Instead of playing low, you're playing high now. You trained high, and you're still playing high.
Go.
It's hard, dude. It is real. It's a totally. But I will agree. To go back, totally joking aside, it is I felt it this year. I haven't felt it like that in a long time, but man, it was every play, the games last it feels like 2 hours because it's just such a grind. Every different. Play, every drive, it just matters,
And in my opinion, I think the gameplay is better in the playoffs.
It is 100%.
I think you're playing all the vets and the guys who are always there. And I think the gameplay is cleaner. Where you think it'd be the opposite. You think you'd see the cheese and extra scrambles and the rerunning plays, but I think you see the opposite.
You see the strategy. You see that now I'm coming with you left. Here comes a counter. Here comes this. You think I'm going this way, but now I'm going this. I mean, it is
a
beautiful.
Legit chess match.
It is, bro, and it's because it's so every single play is impactful. It's not just I'm going to call this and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I don't really care. It's different.
Yeah.
It's lose and go home. You've got your back against the wall.
But I think, I think we definitely see a couple first time. I hope so. But I think VBD gets one. Van could probably sneak one out eventually. He's got to do it soon.
Has Doss ever won a Super Bowl?
No, Doss has lost 2. Doss, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he lost 2. I know he lost. He was beating. Now he's gonna be pissed. I bring this up. He was beating Jack by 21. and completely blew it. I had the banner made for Doss and everything.
Whoa.
It was a sick banner.
Did you have to
And
give
then
that to like an African village to use as like a roof or something, or what was the?
I still have it saved
It's still
because it was a
safe.
sweet banner, and I didn't want to get rid of it, so I still have the black banner. But then I had to real quick make a Jack one. I was completely prepared for Doss to win
I don't
it,
know,
and
man.
then
Speaking
that.
of banners, I was really proud of my banner that I made for Josh. Like I worked long and hard on
Yours was
that.
a good one.
I mean, I even consulted Grizz on some of the techniques, that he uses. I mean, he's the best, man. I'm just trying to be like him.
Doss says he's lost 3 or 4 Super Bowls.
Somebody check that
He's
math
lost
for me.
I think he lost to Brent. I think he lost to Brent once. I know he lost to Jack once. I don't know who else. It'd be an NFC team
Because
because he's
last
always
cycle,
the.
I know he was there once last cycle.
He'll tell. Yeah, he'll let us know. But
I'm
I don't
telling you
remember.
though, I love it, dude, and I think that's probably the biggest thing is JMO. That's why I give JMO the edge. Is he's proven he can win in the playoffs. Over a guy like Brackett who he's had some good years. He just needs to get up into that upper echelon. I'm telling you, every year that you're in the playoffs, it makes you better. You see Van, who's been like a perennial playoff guy that sits there for in the playoffs all cycle last year, can't even break into the big dance. Then this year, second year in, he's in the playoffs. So, or first year, that was actually first year he's in the playoffs.
Oh,
so
those Broncos jerseys are filthy. They're orange color rush with the blue helmet. I'm just scrolling through the league news. He lost to Josh, Brent, and Jack. He says. Okay. It's gonna be a wild
he gave
finish.
up one of the Josh three-peats. Now that counts as a second loss.
This is probably gonna be one of our fastest seasons we've ever had in XFL history.
Don't say that, dude. You're jinxed us already. We're gonna start getting some 72 hours. Like Iraq's already like looking at his clock, like, I guess we can take this an extra 72. Like,
this is gonna be good. I just hope we get those 10 cycles because I mean I've been planning for it. Like that's kind of how I built.
Yeah, 10 is ideal, bro.
Was planning on the 10, so I hope so. At least
when Lamar hits 30, it's gonna blow my mind. Like it's gonna be so weird to see.
Yeah,
but I mean, Lamar could hit 32. Cool that's crazy.
I know it's interesting. Especially like even Josh Jones. Like I traded for him this year. It's weird because he was a beast to trade for because he was like 22 at the time when I got him 2 Maddens ago.
Yeah, now he's like 27.
But yeah. So now I traded for like 26. And what happened? It's just pretty wild.
You didn't even check his stats. Like he just said, "Hey, do you want Josh Jones?" He's like, "Oh, it's Josh Jones. Yeah, no doubt. Give him to me." And then he's like 26 years old.
We worked so hard on that trade, and it was the day I was so busy at work, and I couldn't really respond, and I left him hanging so many times. I just felt like I had to like make the trade.
Yeah.
And
you got a good deal though. It was a good deal for everybody involved.
I did. Yep. But I just kept feeling like I was giving up Bosa for not enough. And that I just because I didn't want to give up my first round pick either, but I did, but it just gave me satisfaction knowing that I didn't care what I got. Josh Jones, at least it'd be a cool story.
Yeah, I think that is cool. It's a classic, and he's got the hit power. I mean, he's not a bad player.
Dude,
for sure.
Higgy made graphics and was sending me graphics why I should make a trade. Like it was really funny.
Wow, that's next level.
And I was just like, I have to do it. So, but it was a good deal. So I'm not mad about it.
I will say,
I'm mad that there's no quarterback to take.
In 3-team
Jimmy
trades,
G will be a 49er.
In 3-team trades, there's always one team that like is the go between. And I've tried to work multiple 3-team trades, and that crap is wild because you go between one guy like, hey, he said no, he wants this, and you're like, crap. All right, got to go to the other guy. Hey, I want this.
Yeah.
Okay, nope. Okay, and so it's like doing a constant game of cat and mouse with 2 guys at once. It's pretty wild. It's fun though if you enjoy that kind of thing.
He's cool. Yeah, the negotiation is the best part about it. That's for sure. But hopefully we killed some time. I mean, the last game will start in 5 minutes. So hopefully we killed. I think it just started.
Yeah, a little bit over an hour.
Yeah.
Thanks for sticking with us, boys. Appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for participating in chat.
Nick, one last hot take. Let's see here. I want one good question. I'll think of a question for you, and you think of a question for me. Ooh, Boone. Over under 4,000 passing yards.
Ooh, over.
Oh, all right.
Over because he's gonna go over because he wants. Yeah, for sure. He's gonna go away from Gurley which means he'll start losing games.
Uh,
He doesn't realize he needs Viper to throw for 210 and 2 touchdowns, and Gurley to run for 180 and 2
yeah,
touchdowns. Like
yeah.
that's how Boone can
He's
win.
got to take notes out of
But
VBD's playbook.
well, yeah, you all know how running goes, and Gurley's a beast, man. He's been using them and he's winning.
Yeah.
But it's when he gets a little over anxious with the 55 overall quarterback that's when we see him struggle, and that's why you can't do that against the good users. Pride, I will see you in an hour, bro. It's going down.
That will be a
Me
good
and
game.
Pride take
That's
Yeah,
must see television.
it's gonna be. I'm hoping so. I can't turn the ball over, which I do, and I don't know. I haven't played. I don't think I played Rodgers with that ability yet, so that'll be
Well,
interesting.
that kind of blows my mind
I
too. Is you have thrown a lot of picks this cycle. Like I was looking at the stats and I was like, that's
not
not
this year
like
though.
okay, yeah, not this season, but like the last two seasons, I was
Dude,
kind of like, that's weird. Like I just blamed it on
I'm a
Jimmy
running
G, I
team
guess.
now. I'm a running team now.
Well, yeah, because
I got
it's good.
Tevin Coleman. I'm running the ball 25 times a game. It's gonna be a whole new. Who wants Taj Beverly? I'm trading him.
Yeah, no chance.
Come get him.
No chance.
No, he's too
Zero.
fun.
Nick cannot. It's
All right,
you
well,
are a
oh, no, I
passing
can't run the ball.
player. There's
That
no
was the
chance.
most boring game I've ever played with running the ball 22 times.
And Pride, like that's just what gets Pride off, bro. Like he loves
Yeah,
running the
that's like
ball.
fun.
Some guys dig it,
It's
man.
gonna be interesting. Our game will be fun because you know how I sit and I want DBs on the field. I don't want 3 linebackers. So I pretty much only have 1 linebacker on the field at a time.
Yeah.
I put Josh Jones in there. Against Pride, I'm gonna have to change all this stuff up, man. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do.
Yeah, just sit. It's called base formation. You have a 4-3.
Oh, dude, my base is nickel. My base is nickel with 1 Josh Jones box. So
With one
we'll
Josh
see.
Jones. You see, I mean, he's kind of like a
Yeah,
hybrid.
yep,
He's
yeah.
middle. But give me a question. One last question to
He's
finish us off.
all right. Let's go with Will. This is gonna be a good one. Will Patrick Mahomes lead the league in interceptions this year?
No, absolutely not.
What? No.
No chance.
I think he does.
I think he's playing too good. I think Sean has tapped into something. I think his team is starting to kind of come with it. Sean catches these grooves, man. Sometimes he's not. Yeah, I want to see these stats real quick before I'm so confident.
Will Billy Overbay lead? He's 1 off the lead of interceptions.
Ooh.
He's thrown 11. Right now it's Wilson and Mariota.
Ooh, Wilson. I don't know, man. Wilson should not be throwing that many picks.
No. Wilson's thrown. He's played me twice already, and I think I picked him off 8 times, 4 in each game. So that's one reason he has 12. But,
okay. I think
right,
Billy.
let's go
I'm
ahead and
going
wrap
with
this
Overbay.
up. Oh,
Yeah,
Higgy,
I will say.
Higgy just popped on. What's up, Higgy?
Higgy, the good Josh.
Higgy, lots of positive talk about your Broncos, man. You might want to watch this back and hear Regan just slobbering over how you're going to win another Super Bowl.
No comment. I don't know what you're talking about. No collusion, no corruption, none of it. Believe me. All right, that's my impression.
Oh boy! All right, let's sign it up. And then let's keep it rolling into week 6.
Sounds good. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for tuning in. Appreciate everything you've done for the league. You keep us going strong. Let's go ahead and keep this momentum up. IREC, if you're listening back to this, we don't want more 72-hour advances. 24 is ideal. 48 is acceptable. Good night, everyone.